Da da da. All right. Well, hey, got a transition through. There we go. Hey everyone. For those that aren't aware, on the last stream, we finished up Psychonauts. And I'm trying to figure out if I should be doing the DLC. Not the DLC, the VR game. It does, from what I've played of Psychonauts 2 already, it does seem like I'm gonna need to do that. At least for the story for you guys. Although Psychonauts 2 does have a recap of that, but still, maybe it'd be a better idea to do it. Still trying to figure out how that's gonna work. Still trying to figure out how I'm gonna record that. I need to get my VR set up again. I haven't really set that up since I moved a while back. So I guess I need to do that. Anyway, I've got a different game for us to play that we're gonna be playing today. Just get it up in the background here. Gonna be another chill stream. And we're going to be playing that kind of game, a Stardew Valley kind of one. But this one is, I definitely say it's interesting. Different take on it. You're not so much a farmer as that, more like an engineer kind of thing, which I think is a good spin on it. The reason I'm playing this instead of some of the other ones that I had in mind is that I looked it up, and it turns out that this one is actually on sale right now. So I figured, hey, this will be a good time for you guys to see kind of what the game is and what it's about, see some of the characters and whatnot, and find out and discover and figure out if you like it. And if you do, hey, it's 75% off on Steam right now. So it's definitely the biggest one, biggest discount it's ever gotten. There was another game that I was thinking of playing, but it's a Metroidvania. And I don't think we're going to be able to make it through it before October, and I'd hate to have to stop right in the middle of it. So yeah. Anyway, just getting the game started up now so that we can get into it. Alright, let me just check the live scene and why is that even on? Let's change this one. There we go. All right. Let me just unmute that and let's try turning that up a bit so that you guys have... There we go. Hopefully that should be good. Not too loud, not too quiet. And here we go. So yeah, this is the game we're going to be playing, My Time at Portia. Crud. I accidentally continue. I meant to hit load. Show you guys the save file I'm currently playing through on. Oh boy, we're going to be like this for a little bit. I don't know why, but of late, this one seems to have bad loading times for me for some reason. Oh no, wait, you can't see it because that's where my little avatar is right now. Oh well, this will give me a chance to test out where everything needs to go. My notification window and whatnot. as well as where I'm gonna be. As you guys can see, I'm in the second month on my main one. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna need to move. Okay, let me just. You are gonna move for me. I'm gonna move myself over here. That way I'm out of the way of any of that. Going to. Oh, no. Let me see here. There we go. I'm gonna move all of that to up here so you guys can see. And I think that should be it. Yeah. Okay. Back into the game and back to the main menu. And yeah, as you guys can see, it has different things almost every time. So cute little things. So it's like the big bear daddy here and his little human cub. And yeah, there are DLC, but that's just like player swimsuits, so nothing of real interest. Anyway, let's start a new one, and so you guys can get an idea of how things are going to be, or how things are going to look for you. So we're probably not going to be playing this one a lot, so let's just... Oh boy, I forgot how crazy some of this stuff can get. Okay, let's just quickly grab a... There we go. Hello, that's a decent hair. Face type. Yeah, it's not bad. And there's even all these different adjusters and eye colors, both for the iris. You can see there. I don't even know what that second one does. First one is definitely here. Hey, what's this second one? It's weird. Anyway, so yeah, there's all those things. I'm going to just leave them empty. There's also this, and finally this for facial hair or any, I guess, tattoos or facial things you might want. For the name, I'll just go with red. And let's get started. You also get to choose uh-oh. You also get to choose what month and which is basically just individual seasons. So what month and what day. Unfortunately, there's an actual festival on my actual birthday. Well, actually, technically it is the 25th, but the Autumn Festival is probably where it would actually be if it was the same. Anyway, I'm going to put it there. We're almost certainly never going to get to that. So yeah, how have you guys been doing, huh? Hope you guys all had a good weekend. I do have some stuff I want to talk about, but that's not going to happen until near the end of this stream. Just because I want to keep you guys informed of what's going on and when and where. I might have trouble making it.
We're coming up on Portia.
Whoa, that looks beautiful.
What are you gonna do there? Ruin diving?
Something like that.
We get
There we go.
someone like you once in a while. Always seeking that adventure. Good to be young. Well, good luck to you.
Thanks.
Hi.
Oh, sorry.
Presley, how do you do?
Yeah, I forgot. One of the things you can change is voice, and you can even just straight up turn off your character's voice. I forgot to do that.
Ah, good to see you again. Hope you had a pleasant journey from Barnarock, right? That's quite far.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm here to show you to your workshop, so if you would please follow me, it's pretty close.
I wonder what it's like. I didn't get to know my pa too well.
No one's been working there since your pa left Portia so many years ago. He was a good friend.
Yeah.
Okay. We are going to redo this. Because I don't know about you, but that voice is way too irritating. Hold on, I gotta make one little change to where things are placed here. Because for those of you that don't know, I have little boxes that I use so I can still see the screens and everything. So I can still see chat room and stuff like that. Yeah, we're just gonna disable player voice because
I think I'll go talk with the research center first.
I think I'll go talk with the research center first.
I think I'll go talk with the research center first. They might think of something.
yeah. I don't want to bash the voice actor, but gosh dang, was that a bad voice to choose as your game's default, at least in my opinion. Anyway, we're not going to bother with anything else. We've got the voice disabled. Actually, let's put it here, right after the fishing tourney. See what, that way maybe we can see what happens if we get through enough time. Enough in-game time.
We're coming up on Portia.
Hi.
Presley, how do you do?
Ah, good to see you again. Hope you had a pleasant journey from Barnarock, right? That's quite far.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm here to show you to your workshop, so if you would please follow me, it's pretty close.
I wonder what it's like. I didn't get to know my pa too well.
No one's been working there since your pa left Portia so many years ago. He was a good friend.
Yeah. Alright, and then it gives us this basic stuff. Don't wander too far. Yeah, I know, Presley. Jump. And dash. And just getting rid of all that stuff on the left there. Once we get to a certain point away from the dock, it just teleports us there. That way we don't gotta run the whole way, because there is a fair distance.
Here we are, your workshop. This place sure has seen some wear and tear. What do you think?
Looks homey.
Now then, here's a letter from your father. He asked me to present it to you when you've seen this house.
Red, when you read this letter, I will already be on the other side of the world. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that I'm not the father you wanted me to be. This was all so sudden, so I didn't have much time to tell you, or figure out how to take care of you. Then I thought about this workshop. It might not look like much now, but it will brace you from the wind and cover you from the rain. I've left my workshop handbook that details how I created things in my workshop. The rest is up to you. Do your best and live a wonderful life. You will always be my pride and joy. Oh,
Here's the workshop handbook of your paths. Take your time. Come to the Portia Commerce Guild tomorrow. It's located around Peach Plaza. Can't miss it. As much as I'd like to give you a builder license right away, you need to prove your worth through a couple of tests.
got it. Tomorrow.
Anyway, I'll leave you be. Get some rest.
Bye, Presley. See you Thanks for your help. What is going on? Why am I skipping so many frames? Yeah, I didn't exactly sleep well because of the breeze coming through the cracks. So we need to get some wood to fix that up. Your house actually gives you bonuses. For health, stamina, attack, and defense based on what you've put in here. Right now, though, as you can see... on the bottom right there, the SP, our SP isn't fully recovering because of those cracks. First thing we're going to do is grab this, because that's a... Inside is these worn gloves that act as a decent starting weapon. Okay, just getting rid of all of that stuff. Okay, and that's already gone. From Portia Times. This is the Portia Times. We are sponsored by the city government and the local Commerce Guild branch to bring you the latest news in our city for free. We are a monthly publication, so papers will be sent out on the first day of each month. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to visit our office on Main Street. And there's that. So I already know kind of what Presley's going to want us to do, so I'm going to quickly gather up some of these, some of this wood and stone here, because he's going to need us to make some stuff. Oh, turn up the music a bit. There we go. I normally have music shut off for this kind of stuff because, well, I play it while I have other stuff going on in the background, and then talking and everything's fine, but the music can get a little bit distracting.
Nice to see you. How are you settling in?
Not so good.
Let me introduce you to the Commerce Guild. We're the organization that orchestrates trade across the entire Free Cities region. This is the Portia branch. Now then, let me give you your builder test. This is pretty easy. Make an axe and pickaxe and bring them to me. You need to have wood and stones to make these. You can gather them on your own or buy them from the Total Tools in Central Square. After you have the raw materials, you need to craft the items on a work table. I saw your pa's old one in your yard, so check and see if that still works.
And that's exactly why we needed this stuff. I don't know what was going on with those skipped frames. The first time I've ever seen that error, actually. That's a little strange. Maybe my internet's acting up. I hope it's not too big of a deal for you guys. Grab that. So there are food items here. You don't have to eat them, but they do give you stuff like this that restores max stamina. We're gonna need a fair bit of that. We're gonna keep gathering a bit of the stone. Wood is fairly easy to find, so I think what we'll make first is the pickaxe. I mean, if we can only make one, that is. Yeah, and this is our little yard. If we're able to go to this sign back here that says for sale, we have the money, we can expand our yard by a certain amount. And right in here, we're gonna make simple axe and our pickaxe. And as you can see, there's upgraded versions that use the other item as the base. You just need the metal and then a certain number of upgrade kits. Higher you go, the more upgrade kits you need. So we've got our first set of tools. So let's go and turn this in with Presley.
Ah, excellent quality. Nicely done. You can keep them. I just wanted to see what you can do. Now for the second test. If I remember correctly, your pa kept a very detailed account of the things he made. You might want to flip through his workshop handbook and see if you can find a diagram for the stone furnace. Once you have a diagram, just use it on the assembly station in your yard to start construction.
Alrighty. Let's talk to these two. Haley.
And you are? Oh, you must be the new builder the mayor told me about. I'm Minister Lee of the Church of Light. Have you ever heard of the story about the dancing robot? This happened several years ago in Ethia. A robot was found in the ruins and brought into town. The robot had only one leg, so it was balancing with its 4 arms. That's why it was called the dancing robot. Anyway, it later shot rays out of its eyes and hurt a lot of people. It's a sad story.
Hi, Nora.
Oh, hi there. Are you new here? I'm Nora. I'm a missionary at the Church of the Light. I thought Portia was a boring place compared to Atala. Boy, was I wrong. I love this place.
So, there is a fair bit of backstory in this world. Crud, I missed that. Hopefully we'll get enough time that we'll be able to see some of it. Salad sauce. Alright, and so this is how we're going to be doing stuff. And here's the stone furnace. So this is what we need. We need 10 stone so we can make a stone tool, and then we need 10 wood. We select build. Yeah, I know. I'm going to be explaining all of that. It comes down here and it tells us the items that we need. We don't have enough stone or wood, so let's use these tools that we made to get some of the stone and wood that we need. Now, because we've only got a simple stone axe and a stone pickaxe, we can't cut down anything bigger than, like, I think it's bigger than these bushes. Maybe we can go for these slightly bigger trees. Yeah, but we can't go for the really big ones over there. And as you saw, we leveled up and we have skill points. As anyone can tell you, when you're dealing with anything like this, anything that gives you extra experience will be a big help in the long run. So we're going to dump our first 5 points into intensive training. Because for each level of that, we get an extra 5% of experience. Now, can we? Yeah, okay. Once again, we can't break all the rocks with our pickaxe here, only some of them. Just like with the axe. As you saw, we got some marble and even some copper. So you'll notice that now, instead of just these ones that were up top, there's also a work table one. This shows us what we need. The reason that wood is here is because later on you get a resource called hardwood that at this table you can break down on a 5-to-1 ratio in normal wood. But for right now, all we need is a stone stool. And we've already got the wood. Put the stone stool in our inventory, and we're gonna place down that and place down that, and that's our first item completed. Stone furnace. We're gonna need a couple of those. I'll be working on that later, or in a little bit. For now, let's focus on getting through this. We'll go up and see the church in a little bit, because there's some interesting story stuff in the stained glass up there. Hey, Presley.
Great job. You pass. This is your builder license. Congratulations. Now you just need to take this license over to the mayor's office and get your workshop registered, after which you can start taking regular commissions. Come back and talk with me after you register.
Alrighty, we'll do that. Because it's right next door. Hey, Gail.
Welcome, welcome! You must be the new builder. I'm Gale, the mayor of this town. It is truly wonderful to see young people getting involved in the telesis of our society.
I'm here to register my workshop.
Very well. What is the name of your workshop?
And I know exactly what to call it. There we go. I think that's right. I'm trying to spell Hephaestus.
Nice name. There, your registration is complete.
Thank you.
Also, we're going to have a fireside town meeting once in a while. They'll be announced through the mail. Try to make them if you can. You don't want me being the only one there. I will cover town and world events at large, the usual, you know.
Okay. And you can see, like, there's like a picture of, I assume, him when he's younger and other people, things like that. Alliance of Free Cities poster. I think that's him there on the right. And here's even a map. You can see the Alliance of Free Cities there. Parafes, the Great Bigodon, Barren Rock up there on the right. That's where we come from. That's really cool. By the way, there is actually a second game that these same developers are already working on, and I think is currently in pre-release. Takes place in the same world. I haven't had a chance to play it or even look into it, but it's a different city, I think, with different things going on, so.
You're now a bona fide workshop owner. Your pa would have been so proud. Let me explain some of the processes for our trade. Here at the Portia office, we post workshop commissions every day on the board, over there. Based on the speed and quality of the results, we make a ranking of the workshops every week listed on the wall behind me.
There are other workshops in Portia?
Oh yes, adding yours, there will be 5 workshops in our jurisdiction. Besides the ranking list, you also have a workshop rating, which is listed on your license. The higher your rating, the higher quality the commissions you can get. But don't worry, if you have your father's work ethic, you'll be #1 in no time. Once you're done with your orders, you can pick up the commission fee from Antoine if it's from the guild or the respective person who commissioned you. Builders make most of their money from doing commissions through the Commerce Guild. But some just build items and sell directly to the market. That's fairly lucrative as well. Anyway, since this is your first commission, I've kept one just for you.
Playing favorites, are we?
Higgins! You already took one today!
There are never too many commissions. Good day!
That's Runt. He's the owner of the current #1 workshop. Brilliant businessman, but I don't like the way he does things. Well, I'm sorry. That was our last one today.
Hey, Prez! I've got a job for you.
Or not. What is it, Arlo?
We're looking to build a bridge to Amber Island.
So the mayor finally put up the money? Well, young Builder here is up for the challenge.
Yeah, he figured that place could be a real tourist attraction. What with the haunted cave and all.
Check your pa's workshop handbook to see if he has a bridge diagram in there. I remember he built a bunch. If it's there, use it at your assembly station. After you're done with the bridge pieces, you'll need to go to the designated spot and assemble the bridge. Also, and this is important, for a project as big as a bridge, you'll probably need to dive into the abandoned ruins to gather materials. We have one such ruin in Portia. It's located at the bottom of the temple tower.
All right. And yeah, like you said, over here is the notice board. 15 charcoal, can't do that. 2 copper plates, can't do that yet. 10 wooden baskets? Yeah, we can do that. We'll need a fair bit of wood, but we can do that. And as you can see, up here is the workshop ranking area. It shows us where all the workshops are ranked, and at the end of each month, depending on where you're ranked in here, you can get rewards. These data discs are a big deal for you. They're going to be how you're going to be getting better workstations and better equipment, which is going to be really useful for things later on. Now, we've kind of hit a spot where most people would be like, okay, I'm going to build the bridge and get things going right away. Thing is, if you really want to stick it to that guy that just stole that first commission to you, what you need to do is hold off on the bridge, work on getting all of your production areas up. So we already have a stone furnace, but we're going to need a grinder, a civil cutter, a basic skiver. So wait off on these two because you're going to need 2 of the bridge heads and 1 bridge body. And get everything you're going to need to be making this. These resources are, some of these resources are a bit hard to get or time consuming to make. And you're going to need, and if you really want to stick it to them, you're going to have to do a lot, because later on, the town is basically going to put up on the commission board 5 of these. Now, you can only take 1 per day, but he takes 1 like every 2 days or so. So if you can like make some of these ahead of time, you can basically have them ready to go in and grab 1 each day and get money for it, and it's like 1,000. It's like 1,000 gulls every time, so you can get pretty darn far. So the first thing we're going to do is, because we're going to need them, we're going to make some more stone furnaces. Which also means that we're going to need to grab some more stone. Remember, we can mine the... Ooh. There we go. We can mine these small, lighter ones. But these darker blue ones, as you can see on the left, need a better pickaxe. And unfortunately, some of the better resources, not only do you get more stone from those darker ones, but some of the better resources are also only found in those. At least until you go into the actual mine. There's a lot of the... Actually, I don't think you can get marble from the mine. Yeah, you can't. I always found that a bit strange. You can only get... Oh. Yeah, sunlight going through there. You can only get marble from these rocks out here or rocks in other places. Alright, let's turn up that character and put another skill point in there so that now we're up to 10%. And as you can see on the left hand side, it's telling us how much experience we're getting with each hit. So before it would have just been 40. Now we're up to 44 per hit, and that's going to be a big deal for us. It's going to help us get through the early stages. Well, it's going to help us get through everything faster. So here's the thing. Early game, I'd say you're probably only going to need 2 furnaces. Later game, you're going to need like 3 or 4, and you're probably going to need at least 2 of every one of the other ones. But something else to keep in mind, unlike your pickaxe and axe, those ones aren't upgraded by using them in the recipes. Okay. Stone stool. We're just gonna make 2. That's what we're gonna need. Tree. Gonna build another one. There we go. We're gonna place them down here. You can place them down anywhere you want, obviously, but I'm gonna put mine here. Because you see these things, for instance, you can even if you have way more materials, you can only make so many of these items in a certain thing. And they also take a certain amount of time. Like, to make a single copper bar takes 2.5 in-game hours, which is about a 2 minutes 30, which is about 2.5 minutes. That's still a pretty darn big deal. Let's get that. But first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work on that commission we had. And actually, I'm gonna. There we go. Just press T to get rid of that. We're gonna use the rest of our stamina today to grab as much wood as we want. These little bushes tend to give you more of that plant fiber and less of that wood. So we're not gonna bother with them right now. And we don't have enough energy to swing the axe even one more time. Oof. Yeah, let's fix these gaps so that we've got more of our stamina the next day. Oh, I don't have enough wood to fix that one. Okay, hopefully that leaves us with more. Yeah, it did leave us with more, which means we'll have more stamina to chop down the large bushes and stuff like that. Oh, something in our mailbox. Oh wow, quite a bit from Antoine. At the end of the week, we need qualified people to inspect these products. Okay, we're not qualified yet, so that doesn't work for us. Hello, new builder. We'd like to remind you that Portia currently has 2 authorized ruins for you to dive in. An abandoned ruin number 1 below the Church of the Light, and a hazardous ruin in the collapsed wasteland east of town. For your own safety, all other ruins are currently off limits. Thank you. From Polly. There you go. We didn't meet him before, but he's the guy that runs the furniture shop. Hey, new builder. I have a manly commission for you to help get you settled in. You feeling it? I'm in need of 3 copper blades for some of my furniture. I expect nothing but macho quality, okay? Also, if you don't have one already, you'll need a grinder to create those blades. That's all I know about builder stuff. And Civil Corps. Just to inform you that can take some commissions from you when it comes to gathering materials from hazardous ruins. You can post some guidelines on the board. Yeah, that's really helpful for if you want to if you've got a little bit of extra money, especially since it's a fee, and then I think they bring you the stuff you asked like every day of the week. If it's more common stuff like ores and whatnot, it's a pretty good thing, but right now we don't exactly have a lot of extra spending cash. You guys probably also noticed that in our inventory there's these locked ones, and there's actually multiple. We can actually unlock more inventory by spending gold, so gold currency. So instead of us having to go to a shop and buy a backpack or something like that, we can just do it automatically. And it's not just that one set, it's the entire row. So that's a good one. And as you can see, Yeah. Need a better pickaxe, but that's fine. Besides, right now we don't really want to chop those down. You probably saw in the menu, in the handbook, for making the DDD, the little vehicle. One of the things that we're gonna need to make is tires, and we need rubber fruit for that. You can get rubber fruit by chopping down the larger trees, but your best bet for that is to just keep kicking them till the game tells you that you ain't getting any more out of it. Unfortunately, we're trying to conserve a fair bit of our stamina right now. So, wooden baskets, and we will make 10. There we go. We're going to need 2 of these for the grinding stone, so let's make those now. What else do we need here? Copper bars, yeah, so we're gonna have to go and get some copper. Let's see. A wooden basket commerce commission. Oh, for Emily. Okay. And as you can see, doing commissions for people also doesn't just raise your rep points with the commerce commission, give you experience and goal, but it also increases your relationship with that person. So, and it's actually a pretty good way of doing it. If there's a particular lady in town that you want to woo, or you just want to get better, be better friends with someone. Oh, right. I forgot Gail has a job for us as well. Meet and greet.
Right. You should get to know some of the people living in this town for your own benefit. I've made a list of the store owners within the city walls. You should go introduce yourself.
Alrighty. Let's see. So we need to find her. That's a Mayor Gale. Greet, meet, greet. And we, okay. The person we need to go to for our Commerce Commission is down this way. There we go. Yeah, she's a good old country girl. Hey, Emily. Hey.
Hey there! I'm Emily, your next door neighbor. It's so nice to have new people move into our town. You should drop by my ranch sometime.
Alrighty. Hey, I got your Commerce Commission taken care of. Yeah, and they don't have the lines for their thing voiced. And since we picked up that Commerce Commission yesterday and we completed it, we could actually go back and see what else is at the Commerce Commission. And see what else is at the Commerce Guild. And see if there's anything that we can handle quick while we're dealing with other stuff. Potentially even raise our rank a bit. And as we raise our rank, better ones will be showing up here. Stone tables, bronze bars, no thank you, stone stools. Yeah, we'll take his. We'll get those stone tables done as well. Some of the stones should have regenerated, so we should be able to go and get that. Additionally, we need to go to the store. Oh, and we need to drop this in. As you can see, it increases our max stamina. Oh boy, a lot to do today. Oh well, not a problem there. Hey, my man.
Welcome, smallish builder. I sell furniture here in my store, so if you have any need for manly decors, you know where to find me. And since I'm so manly, I'm going to give you this to get you started.
Oh, thank you. Some hardwood. That's actually really nice. Okay, so first, head into our house. Fix the hole in the floor. There we go. Second, we're going to put up our builder license. And if we go here, you can see that now we'll get a plus 20 extra stamina. You probably also noticed that there are limits on that, on how much extra stamina we can get. We can increase those limits by we can increase those limits by upgrading our house. One thing I'm going to make is I'm going to make 2 wooden boxes because we're going to need them. Go, and we'll just use these for general storage for now. Also, what do we need? Okay, actually, yeah, no, he gave us enough of the hardwood to make our practice sword. So, we're not going to need it, but it does more extra damage than the worn gloves, and they just look better. Put that in there. And the swords are just kind of put across the back. You know what? Instead of going and getting copper, let's do this quick meet and greet. Run around town quickly and talk to everyone. This is Sophie's ranch. This is where we'll be getting all of our cooking supplies and like.
Nice to meet you. If you have any need for food items or seeds, you come right on by, you hear? Let me give you something as a welcome gift.
Thank you, Sophie. Oh, awesome meal. And over here, it doesn't direct us to him, but over here is her husband, McDonald.
Howdy. Did you just arrive at our town? You might have heard of me. I'm famous around these parts. Mac, McD, ring a bell?
And over here, we can talk to him and buy livestock. This is all slightly later game because we have to make the stuff in order to do anything. We can also buy meats from him. And I thought it was somewhere around... Ah, right there. We can do some roping. It does use a little bit of stamina, but it's an interesting little game. Wait for an animal to get close to center and throw. Pull them in. And we get resources based on what animals we've roped in. Oh, a little bit too late for the sheep. Yeah, it's definitely not a... It's just definitely a strange one. Oh, you stupid cow. Alright, too late on that one. I think that one was too early. Nope. So yeah, we got some plant fiber and some milk for that, as well as a score. That's just kind of how it is. Let me see. Yeah, no, that's just for the fishing spot. Or not the fishing spot, the bridge that we were commissioned to make. So yeah, like I said, we want to hold off on making the bridge because completing the bridge is basically the #1 event that moves the main part of the story forward as far as the needing to make the DDDs and stuff.
Hey there, I'm Chiwa, the smallest of the Hulu brothers. There are 7 of us, so it'll probably take you a while to get used to it.
Fishing rod?
Hey, you're the new builder, right? I'm Chiwa. I live to fish, but a big one broke my fishing rod yesterday. Can you make me a new one?
Sure.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Gonna need to make one for ourselves anyway. Let's head on in here. This is the town tavern, I guess. Let's talk to Albert.
Welcome! If you're in need of a house or workshop upgrades, this is the place to be. All you need to do is select a plan from the catalog book in our company.
He means in his actual company. They left all that stuff. So here is like some extra badge exchange stuff for things that you can put in your house. Like this meeting table, you need 1,500 badges, but it gives you an extra 24 to stamina. Teapot, bubble wand. These are all gift items. Well, this one isn't. And he's got little things all over the place here. Shoot balloons, play some slots, and play darts. But they all cost money, and right now we're still a little short on money. Hey, my man. Hey, Django.
Oh, a new builder. Always nice to see young folks moving in. If you need refreshments, I'm your man. Try this. It's on me this time.
Thank you. Give us some juice. All right, let's go and talk to other people. Hey, Alice.
Hi. I haven't seen you around. You are?
Do you see anything you like? All my flowers are freshly picked.
Yeah, she runs this. She runs the flower shop, which has all this stuff. Some things you can put in your house to give you extra stamina. Where the branches are a symbol of separation, can only be given to someone in a relationship with you. Heart knot can only be given friends. She also has some things like this that are equipables. That give you other things, but we can make most of the equipables that we kind of need for it. Here's Martha.
Hi, you are probably the new builder everyone's talking about. I'm Martha. Nice to meet you. I run a bakery here in town. Hey, see you.
And yeah, here at her bakery, we can get a couple basic items that give us some HP and some stamina back. Here's the big guy's shop. Best brother. Sometimes in some of their inventories, you'll find things like this. They're crafting recipe books. You need to learn it from that thing in order to be able to make it if you don't already have it. You can also buy some decent furniture from him. You also notice right here, market price. As always, buy low, sell high. Up here is the money that they have for buying things from you. So you want to buy things when this number is below 100%, and you want to sell things when it's above 100% because that affects the price.
Nice to have you. If you need tools or weapons, you can come to my shop. It's got the best selection around these parts. Now, you look like a nice kid, so I'm going to give you these for free as a leg up. Don't tell my wife, though.
Hi, Kara.
Welcome to our little town. Hope you have a wonderful time. My store sells clothing and costumes, so if you ever need to upgrade your armor or suit for a date, come see me. Now you look like a nice kid, so I'm going to give you something for free as a leg up. Don't tell my husband, though.
Yeah, and so here's her shop. Clothing. Actually... yeah, since we have... yeah, we have the money. So let's get ourselves this decent set of equipment. No, we're not level 5 yet. It's fine. We'll be there in just a little bit. But yeah, that equipment is going to be a big deal for us later on as we're getting into fights. We're going to need good equipment because otherwise the enemies will just be straight up kicking our backsides. Hello, Dr. Zhu.
Hey, welcome to Portia. I'm pretty much the only doctor around here, so come see me when you need to heal up or buy health items. Here, have these as a welcome gift.
And Phyllis.
Who might you be?
Hello, nurse. I've never seen this one before.
Want some acupuncture treatment? Only goals. I'm really good at it, so it won't hurt a bit and will have many positive effects.
Ah, okay, so this is how you reset your skill points after treatment. That's how you reset your skill points, huh? Never knew that, but I do see how that could be useful, because I'm actually not sure if this game has a max level. What are the other things around here that are... Oh, okay. Let's finish that Commerce Commission, because something that to know about the Commerce Commissions, they do have a time limit on them. If you don't complete them in fact, if you don't complete them in time, the rep increase that you would have gotten for actually completing them, you instead lose. And that could be pretty darn serious. Alright. So we need 2 stone tables, huh? We've got just enough stone to do it. Oh, right, because the stone tables each also require some marble. That's right. While we're here at the town square, let's go to A&G Construction. Hey, May.
Hello, new builder. That is who you are, right? I'm May. I work at the newspaper. See you around.
See ya. You probably also noticed that you can spar with pretty much everyone, and you can do so just about any time. You don't really get anything very often. So yeah, here is all of this. You can see there's this home, and we can upgrade it, but we need hardwood planks, bronze, and 10,000 gold. But it increases all of the maximums of these, and also gives us the ability to get married. Assembly station, medium constructs can be assembled. That's a big deal later on. Work table upgrade gives us access to all of these items. So when we start getting bronze, if we want to be able to make a bronze weapon, a bronze sword, we need to have this. That's why it's, compared to the other things, relatively inexpensive. Also, the items on here are a fair bit more valuable. You can also construct a coop, a shed, a stable, and we can upgrade the fence. So right now it's a wooden gate, but we can upgrade it to this nice stone one, or even a marble gate. You can see here, it's like, oh, that's a lot of stuff. Same thing for the stone, but not quite as much, although you do have to know how to make the stone pillars, so. And it's the same thing for the fence. Stone fence, marble fence. Right now we're just going to stick with that. The reason I came in here, so that I could move this into the back corner there. I think it needs to go back. Oh no, it can't. Gotta have that one gap there. So yeah, upgrading your stuff costs money and resources, but moving any of it is perfect. But moving any of it costs you nothing, so you're good on that. All right, well, let's go and turn in this Commerce Commission, which is actually a pretty darn good thing because it means we got to go up to the Church of Light anyway, which means I can show you guys the stuff up there, stuff I wanted to up there. I always get lost coming up here. Ah, here we go.
Hi.
Okay, so yeah, here's what happened, at least according to the Church of Light. Humans got too bold. Machines rose up and destroyed everyone. Burned everything to the ground. Some people managed to survive the destruction of the world. And then, despite the fact that now there were clouds everywhere, all Matrix. Then one day, one person came up to the surface and the clouds parted, and he was praised as a hero. Because now everyone could be back up on the surface. You probably also noticed while they were out there in the town center, there was this thing. This is the church store. It's here, but it's not currently usable because we're outside of the hours. That is the church store is one thing that you can do with data discs. The ones that we saw as a possible reward for later on. You can buy certain things from them that you basically can't get anywhere else, at least not that I've seen. So it's a pretty good idea to do it. I'm grabbing these resources because they respawn pretty... I think they respawn every day or every other day or so. And it's just easier to get those than to do everything else that we need. We also need to go into the mine, into the abandoned ruins that are under there. I'm going to use some of the last of our energy breaking this stuff down, because we're going to need a lot of wood. As you notice, those furnaces, the stone furnaces that we have do require fuel, and the fuel that they require is wood. Items later on require a slightly better object. They can be a little hard to get your hands on early game, but late game pretty darn easy to do. But those tend to have a lot longer use. And done. We're not going to be able to get another one chopped down. I was hoping we'd get enough experience from that. Get a level up. But nope. Oh well. Also, you can auto sort just by doing that, and even if it wouldn't normally go into the chest you're looking at, it'll still put it in there, so that's really useful. Additionally, as you saw, all stations will pull from all of the chests within your little house area, so that's a useful thing. Should we get a commerce commission today? I don't think so. We will, though, go in here and fuel these as best as we can. Oh, good. We had enough wood to refuel them all. So yeah, those stone ones can't exactly do a lot for us. The resources that they can smelt is fairly limited, and they're also very slow. Nope, and here's the thing I was telling you about.
First time ruin diving?
Yep.
Alrighty, let me explain then. All the ruins in the Alliance of Free Cities are regulated by the Civil Corps. To enter the ruins, you'll need to pay a weekly maintenance fee, but we'll give you a 60% discount the first time. When you enter, I'll give you the jetpack and scanner, very handy ancient relics. Mining for resources becomes a lot easier when you have these equipped. When you come out, we'll need them back, since they're very rare. This one beside me is an abandoned ruin. No monsters or robots in there, just resources and relics like power stones. Anything you find in the ruins are yours to keep. Unless they're ancient weapons. Then we're supposed to hand them over to the church for destruction. Okay, I'm done. Have fun and be safe in there.
Alright. So, two things. We can activate the elevator here for 20 gold. and that will change the floor. It basically redoes the floor that we're on. So if later on we've mined out a lot of it and it's becoming hard for us to find the resources that we need or even ancient relics, we can go over there and pay that small fee, and it basically refreshes the entire area. Pay 80 gulls for a weekly pass. Yes. So we pay the gull, and now for the entire week we're free to come and go as we please. Yep, aim the reticle. Yep. And yep. And as you can see, we now have two things on us. These goggles and this thing on our back, which is a jackpack. Very handy for getting around here. We also have these goggles that, if we give it a sec, you can see these little points of light. Right now what we mostly need is copper, but for now, let's just start mining. So this is the sand. We're actually going to need a fair bit of this as well for the DDs. As you can see, we just got our data disk for the first time. Let's get down here to this. We got weird glass jar piece number 3. So these are things that we can do stuff with later on and build up and have some really interesting looking stuff in our yard, and maybe even in our house if we want to. These are the data disks. The old world used it to record large amounts of data. Most of the data has been corrupted, but the research center might be able to get something useful out of it. You can also take it to the church and turn it in, which it doesn't tell you that, but you'll find out pretty soon. Alright, let's find another dot and head over there. You'll find that as you dig through, you actually gain a fair amount of stuff. And now we are up to 20%. And we're also going to go over here to our inventory and put this stuff back on, since it does give us increase our maximum stamina by 20 points total. And don't worry too much about, hey, I really like how these sets of armor work. Oh, and got ourselves a glass eye. Basically just a lens from a pair of glasses. But so yeah, don't worry too much if the piece of armor or equipment that you're wearing, oh, and you can see we hit a vein of the copper, so we actually got a little bit of copper and tin there. If say you really like how this armor looks on your character, but obviously there's other pieces of armor later on that have a lot better stats, you can actually, once you've completed certain missions that show up for you, you can upgrade these garbs to have the maximum stats that you could reasonably have. And there's some of the things we got. We got another data disk, we got some power stones, those are going to be useful. And we even got an old part. And remember, we need 2 of those. So let's see, there's another dot. And as you can see right here, we can also get stone here, as well as sand and dirt and the copper that we need. Which, yeah, that's copper. Ooh, monument model piece. Let's grab some of this copper because, like I said, we're gonna need it. Alright, and this is mostly what you do down here. Unless you're searching for a specific material, which we will do in a little bit, you mostly just dig around until you find these little... until you get to these little blips of light. We still need one more old part for the item that we're trying to make, for the thing that we're trying to make. Come on. I see you. I just can't get a lock. There we go. And yeah, if you see the circle on the ground, that means it's straight down from there. If you just aim right in the center, you'll it'll take you all the way down to it, no problem. That got us a small engine, and in case you forgot, a small engine is something that we're going to need for the DDDs. So getting them is also useful for us in the more in the long term than the short term. Still though. Got 11 copper. For now, though, what we need are those old... There we go. A lot of old parts. All right. Something else you can do when you're here. If you hit M, and then press E, and that moves you right... That basically just teleports you right back to here. I remember... These places are partially randomly generated. Yeah, no, not here. Let's run around here for a little bit and see if we can... Okay, well, it looks like this is a pretty big copper area. What I like to do is I'll find these large copper areas like this, and then I'll start mining out around the edges. Just a couple hits the first time. Until I've basically got it all on kind of the same basic level. So this is, I'm going to be digging out a fair bit more on it. There we go. What is going on? Let me check in the options here. Quality low. Set it good. There isn't a huge amount of stuff here. I don't know what it is, but my graphics card seems to have a big problem with having to render certain things. Anti-aliasing it seems to have a problem with for some reason. Is a big thing it seems to have a problem with. I don't know why. It shouldn't have a problem with it, but whatever, that's just how it is. Oh, and we don't have enough stamina to continue. But we did manage to get ourselves the parts that we need and a fair amount of copper. All right. Yeah, we've only got one point of SP left. Literally not enough to do just about. Oh. Oh, wow. That was a strong sneeze. While we're here. Oh, Emily.
Hey, neighbor. Do you have a minute? I've been meaning to talk to you.
Sure, what's up?
I just got a new craft recipe all the way from Highwind. It's a box that can be used to cultivate crops. People in Highwind have been using it for a while now, and supposedly it's great. Can you build it and test it out for me? If it works as advertised, I'll order a few more off of you. How about
Sure.
you? Here's the craft recipe. And here are a few seeds to plant. If you want more seeds, you can buy them from my granny's shop. Try growing them to maturity and show me the harvest. Also, I have a tip for you. Using fertilizer will help increase the harvest. I'll give you some of that as well.
Thank you. So yeah, we can do farming here. And by the way, just right click on the books to learn it. You can do farming, but only within these certain boxes. And certain items require a bigger box than the one you have at the basic. Where are you, buddy? I need to talk to you. Ah, there you are. Haley.
Good day, Builder. Oh dear, a data disk.
You know what this is?
Of This is what the ancients used to store information on their technologies back in the age of corruption. It is highly dangerous because there's a chance this little item here could contain the blueprint for Armageddon.
Can't be that bad, right?
You're what, 18? 19? The Age of Darkness is probably just another fairy tale story to you, right? When I was young, my great-grandma shared her first-hand account of the time before Peach, the time when folks lived in ruins underground. She went days without food, everybody fought each other over the most basic of things, and people were considered old if they managed to live to 30. And it was always, always dark. Imagine that, because that's what the end of the world looked like. That situation was created by the very same sort of dark technologies stored inside this little disc. Anyhow, I'm not trying to scare you, but it's the reality of your builder business. Dangerous technologies are spread all over the world, waiting to be stumbled upon and rediscovered. Places like the Research Center and cities like Vega 5 expedite the recovery. Calamity will strike again, mark my words. So, it's a priority of the Church to seek out and destroy all the data disks and other dangerous relics. With help from ruin divers such as yourself, of course.
So I can give this to you?
Yes, that's right. The Church will reward you handsomely for your efforts. We have in our possessions a vast amount of green technology learned through the ages. Wait a minute, I know that look. The Church isn't against the use of good technology that can bring telesis to our society. We're only against dangerous technology.
What kind of green technology?
Mostly special seeds. You'll see. We can share what we have with you as you bring us more discs. You do know how to plant crops, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Here, I'll take that disc and give you some seeds to get you started. When you discover more discs, bring them to us and we'll give you more seeds. You'll be doing this world a great service.
Yeah, we lost a data disk and he gave us 3 cotton seeds. And also, if we go here to the church store, we can see that we can, for the price of silicon chips, we can buy rainbow flower seeds, sisal seeds, and also buy large planter boxes, which are needed for certain things. Tree seeds, nitro tree seeds, zalora tree seeds, crystella tree seeds, and apple tree seeds. And for quite a bit of money, and even though these are big time discounts, as long as you're level 12, you can buy these. Which, actually, I don't know what action points are, but gosh dang do I want this suit. Alright. I'm done for... I don't need to donate for now. But we do have more data disks, right? Yeah, we do have some. But, so we can either do that, and he'll give us some seeds to help us get some of the slightly harder resources. Nothing crazy, though. Or we can bring them to Petra.
What do we have here? Oh, a data disk.
You know what it is?
You want to know? This is actually related to how you can discover new diagrams for your workshop handbook. We rely on relic components from the past to build a lot of our current constructs. Many relics in this world are beyond our current understanding and you won't be able to build them. Not even in 100 years. That's where this data disk comes in. These data disks are located all around the world. They hold lots of useful information on the old relics. If you find any, give them to us and we'll help you research into these relics. The research effort will produce the diagrams that you need to build them. We're not miracle workers, so don't expect us to come up with things from scratch, but we do know a thing or two about how the components should fit together. Anyway, just remember that if you find any data disks, bring them to me, okay? Ooh, what did you bring me this time? Ah, this must be a piece of a relic. You can use our recovery machine in the research center to restore it to its original shape. It'll take data disks, but it should be pretty fast. Have fun.
Alright, and she didn't take, but I think we need 5.
Hi, Did you discover something new?
Yeah, we don't have enough, so we need 5. But if we had a full set of, like, say, the monument model or the weird glass jar, we could bring them here, and for some data disks, put all the pieces together and make something that can be put in our house or in our yard. We can also come here and in exchange for data disks buy things like weapon racks, training dummies. Those power stones that we have right here, these are like super condensed versions. As you can see, we give them 4 of those. They give them 1 of these, and these are required for some higher, for some of the really high-end stuff. There's also the advanced engine, which we're not going to need for a while, as well as silicone chipsets. So yeah, seems like that's basically the story of this world. Hey, yeah, people went too far, and an apocalypse caused by technology happened, but luckily the world and people were eventually able to recover. And like I said, the people that made this game are also, since this game is complete now, are also making another one. Actually, I'm not sure if if that one's complete or if they're still working on it. But either way. Anyway, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come here. It says that we need 3, but we have 3 of these, and it takes 2.5 hours for a single one. So we could make all 3 in a single one, 7.5 hours, or we split it up and get it done in 1/3 the time. Also, we do need to put these old parts in. Sort all that. And we'll be sorting through all of this later, as we'll be needing to. But right now, we don't really have the wood to be able to make more wooden storage. And if we come down here, you can see it's small planter box. But we need wooden boards, which needs a different station. Anyway, get to bed.
Hi.
Oh.
You're the new builder in town. I heard you're from Barnarock. It's a lot more humid here in Portia. Have you got used to the humidity here?
Yep.
That's all right. We have a recipe here to help cope with the humidity. Just use some milk, golden salmon, and salt to make the creamy salmon stew.
How do I make it?
Perhaps you don't have any cooking equipment. Talk with the ladies at the research center. They should be able to help you.
Yeah. From Petra. I'm always looking out for things that maybe aren't important to the research center, but they still tell a story from the old world. If you find something special which seems to have a story, bring it to me. Thanks. Huh, okay. And yeah, this right here is our box that we'd be getting these things from. Grab these copper bars. Put those down, and now we've got ourselves our grinder. Now our grinder is a little bit different than the ones over there. For one thing, they refine, as you can see, copper bars and pipes, stuff like that. Some of these require some pretty advanced equipment: manganese powder, gunpowder, and a carbon steel bar. But as you can see, we need 3 of these copper blades. But as you can also see, it takes power stones to fuel it. But a single power stone gets us basically a day and a half. Alright. We're gonna get that civil cutter going. What do we need for it? 2 copper blades and 5 stone brick. And for each copper blade, we need 2. So we're gonna get this, making 2 copper bars. Same thing for this one. Oh, and if you mess up like I just did, you just click on it again and pick, and it'll add on however many you chose. And then we already have 2 stone brick, so let's just have it make 3. And now we just leave it at that. We'll still need to have our grinder here make the blades itself, but that shouldn't take too much longer. Right now, what we... You okay, Doc? Alrighty. We're going to do a little bit of work on these trees here. Remember what I said that we're going to need rubber fruit? Well, if you just start kicking the trees, which use a bit of stamina and give you a bit of experience, you can get those rubber fruits. And eventually, you know, after enough kicking, Gabe will say, you're not getting anything out of this tree for today. Anything else out of this tree for today, so just stop. There we go. Tree will give no more today. These ones by your house will mostly just give you the rubber fruit. But remember how we have a fishing rod that we need to make? Well, for the fishing rod, you got to go to these bigger trees. They give you more than just rubber fruits. Wild cocoon. That's mainly what we're looking for. That's what we need in order to make up the fishing line on the poles. Honeybee wax and the honey, I'm still not exactly sure about how to use that. But yeah, and it needs to be the big ones, the ones that don't just come to like a single trunk and kind of split off. And around here you can see some of the more peaceful monsters. Oh, and we even got a special item, royal honey. And let's go to one more. Oh, and as you can see, there's also these things, colorful llamas. Oh, and there's this big guy. Papa Bear. An Oak's adoptive father. Hey, would you like this? Oh, he liked that. Good. Hope you enjoyed it, Papa Bear. And as you do stuff to kind of like upgrade the town, more tourists like these will be showing up. That's an interesting thing. I'm just gonna finish kicking this tree. You can even see some of the stuff falling down in the background. And like I said, when you eventually get to the point that you can cut down these trees, you will get some of these things. You will get these things just in slightly smaller amounts. And it takes a couple of days at least for the trees to regrow. So, you know, it's actually a good idea to kick the trees until they stop giving you stuff before you start cutting them down. Because cutting them down will only give you so much of the resources that we normally get from just kicking it, and since it takes a couple of days, that's a good idea. As you can already see, the copper bars are coming along just fine. Let's see here. Beginner's fishing rod. Okay, we need 2 copper bars then, because we want one for the job that we're doing, as well as one for ourselves, because we don't forget, we go to the calendar, we have the fishing day coming up. We want to make sure that we can handle that. Alright, and with that finished, I'm actually going to have this start to work on 3 more. And you can see down here how long the remaining fuel inside will last and how long it's going to take. You want to make sure that those are always, that the, you know, it's always like this, where you have more fuel in it than it's going to take, because otherwise you got to pick up the items. Because, like, if I want to go into this one with the stone brick, I have to pick up the stone brick first before I can gain access. Oh. Oh gosh, there's a tickle in my nose. Ah. Oh. Oh, jeez, that feels weird. Alright, anyway. Sort all. Toss all that in. And we'll go around and get up some more of the wood that we need. So I want to make some more chests so that we can kind of sort some of this stuff out. Right, and let me show you guys some of the combat. Honestly, except for the bosses, it's pretty simple. Since everything but bosses basically get stun locked. But funnily enough, they actually made it so that if you just like stay in one spot and just keep on killing the creatures there, at least in the overworld, a rarer and higher level, a rarer version of that same creature that is also a much higher level will show up. And if you don't know what you're doing, or you're not particularly high level, those ones can still be a pretty darn bad threat to you. Big threat to you. They don't get stun locked like the lower level guys do. Oh crud, I'm all out of stamina. Forgot that swinging your sword uses stamina in this one. Alright, and let's make ourselves some more wooden crates. 2 should do it. We'll do 1 wooden crate for ores, and 1 wooden crate for ancient parts. Let's sort all of that. Let's start getting our stuff out. So that. Goes that, and that. And let's actually name these. If we go up here, we can do this. This would be the ore chest. If we edit this one, I'll put old world stuff. Ooh, 2 F's and stuff, dingus. Now you'll notice that there's a little drop down here. You can see here, it's like, oh, so this is what all the stuff is. And we'll name this one as Miss 1. And this one as Miss 2. And And that will allow us to easily swap between them for anything that we may need. And let's go back to Miss 1. Grab our ores and things of that nature. We'll check Miss 2. Grab that as well, since that can technically go in there. Now we can come here to the ores without having to miss a thing. Let's grab all of this. We can put all of that in Miss 1. You know what? Let's make 2 more chests, shall we? One I'm gonna just put over here. I'm gonna rename it Model Parts. And the other one I'll put right here and rename it Farming. And Miss 1, and we'll grab all of our farming stuff as well as our model parts, and we can put some of this stuff in there. Farming stuff goes in here. Model parts go in here. Here we go. Now everything's all nice and sorted. Let's grab those copper blades. Stone. Finish making our civil cutter. Also, as you saw before, if you press T, you can rotate. And of course, this also takes this, but we can make planks and whatnot out of it, and that's useful. The next thing that we're going to work on building is our basic skiver, which needs 2 bronze pipes and a marble plank. What do we need for the bronze? Well, we need bronze. So that's another 4 bronze. Let's see, do we have the stuff necessary to make 4? Yes, we do. Alright, and I'll just toss all that in there, and we'll make sure to refill it, because before that was lower. Okay, that's going to take quite a while, but that's fine. And we also need a marble plank. I don't think we have enough marble to be able to make... Oh no, we do. Alright, we'll just get that to work on that marble plank, and you can see it working. Yeah, honestly, I think there's something wrong with my graphics card. It shouldn't be messing up like the way it is. Having trouble with the things that it's having trouble with. I don't know what's going on with it. It's getting pretty late, so let's sleep. That'll help pass a fair amount of time. Right, bronze is almost done. The copper bars that we needed are basically done. This has just 14 minutes left, just a couple seconds left, so let's let that finish, and then we'll get that started on the bronze pipes that we needed. Pipes, 2. And we'll store the copper bars in there for now. Grab the marble plank, toss that on there. And then the bronze pipes are for back there. And then that'll give us all the things that we needed. I want to check something here. If I max this out at Ultra. There you go, that looks better. But why? I want to see how this looks. Actually, I want to remove a few things. Oh no, that didn't change any of that. Don't care about shadow quality. Okay, did reduce? Why is that affected by shadow quality, people? That should not be affected by... Ay, ay, ay. Look, I get it. They're a smaller team. But you should be able to, in your settings, differentiate the difference between a shadow quality and a model quality. So that, you know, your models don't look like this, while your shadows, I'm pretty sure, don't change. Oh no, that got rid of the shadows. But still, that shouldn't... The quality of that model should not be bound to a shadow quality. Give us more options. It's... Can't be... Like, I'm no programmer. But it shouldn't be much harder to just give us more options. Just give us access to more of the options. Anyway. Yeah, and that right there, that little hitch. Something really must be wrong with my graphics card. Sorry, you guys are having to put up with this. Now let's just try putting it down to medium. Grass quality can go down to just good as well. Need to look into that. Sorry, I'm not trying to complain or say this game isn't good. It's a good game. I enjoy it. But as a certain YouTuber that has unfortunately passed once said, and that I agreed with very much, it's all about, you gotta take a look at the graphic settings first. I'm probably misquoting the guy, sorry. Alright. That's enough of that. We're in need of more power crystals. And having more data disks to turn in and use to make blueprints wouldn't be a bad thing either. So yeah, and by the way, this is another reason why you would want the ability to basically regenerate these things. After a while, the underground areas here end up looking like a ant colony. Just random ones leading anywhere and everywhere. You guys saw, we got a rusty iron pipe, which is actually a weapon with a +8 attack. Honestly, I don't know why this is an option, since it doesn't even have a better critical than the practice sword that you can get pretty easily. You've literally just take the 3 hardwood that one of the townsfolk give you for visiting them. Combine that with some basic wood and you're good. Ah, right there. Yeah, maybe I'll try talking to some of my buddies. See if they can tell me what's going on. Because I know that this kind of stuff wasn't happening before. Ah, let's start heading over to that purple. That's actually an interesting thing for me to show you. So, in each of the floors, I'm pretty sure it's a 100% guaranteed to generate on each floor. You'll find these things. An abandoned room. And these are basically remnants of the area of what everyone was beforehand. You'll get these, like, slow gooeys. Sometimes there's some actual useful stuff like that right over there. Chests. I think when I first played, one I found had a bunch of carbon steel bars in it that I was able to scavenge. Ooh, I haven't been doing my upgrading. Grab both of those, because that's a 25% reduction in stamina usage when using a pickaxe or an axe. By the way, to anyone that says, says you can't critique something if you're supposed to, if you say that you love it, it's like, look, I do love it. I'm just not an idiot. I'm willing to admit that certain things are done wrong, and certain things could definitely be done better. Just because I'm critiquing something doesn't mean I'm not enjoying it or not loving it. In fact, I'd say that it actually shows that I enjoy how much I enjoy it. Because I'm critiquing it because I want it to be better. I think that the people that developed the game can do it better. So please don't ever think that because I'm criticizing something, a game or something, for doing certain things, that means I'm not enjoying it or that I don't like it. I almost certainly do. I wouldn't be playing it on here if I didn't enjoy it. But you have to be able and willing to critique things, no matter how much you may like them. Because it's only through at least constructive criticism. Don't just be like, oh, it's terrible. That does no good for anyone. For you, for the game developers, or anyone else. It does no good for any of you. So, yeah, critique things. Say that, the developers did this wrong because this is a way that you could have done it and probably should have done it, and it would have cost you very little extra dev time. I mean, think about it. It probably took them extra dev time in the case of... probably took them extra dev time in the case of that setting to link to link like model quality and other things like that, at least to specific parts to the shadow detail. Or at the very least, the shadow detail is wrongly labeled. It shouldn't be labeled that. Maybe they thought that that was the best way to go about it. By the way, oh wait, what was the? Yeah, go to the research center. Maybe they thought that that was the better way to do it.
Goodbye.
Oh, I guess I can't talk to them about it because they're heading home. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. It's like, yeah, no, look, I love this thing, but I also think there are things that could have been done that would make it better or make it easier for the user. If any of you have played any recent games that have what is it called? Gosh dang it. That have like assist mode kind of things. Like not Celeste. No, Celeste. It's Celeste. Like Celeste gives you more, like Celeste has I wouldn't say an easy mode, but it gives you the ability to turn on an assist mode. So it's like, oh yeah, no, that gives you different choices in even just the amount of assistance you want it to give you. Like you can choose to have it give you just the bare minimum amount of assistance. Or you can choose to have it give you a lot of assistance. Also, you always want to sort this because it's like, oh, okay, oh well, look, we have 1, 3, and we have 4, 3, and 1 because it sorts them by name, so it'll always keep all the model pieces together. So it's a good way to help keep track of that. Also, something else to keep in mind for your house. Duplicate items do still add in. For instance, right now, with just this fan, see, from the fan we're getting plus 16 health. And if I go and place down another fan, now we're getting it twice. So it is a good thing to do. It's not like it's a bad thing to double up on items. Let's get those copper blades going overnight. Anyway. I keep getting off track, gosh dang it. But yeah, so that's how I feel about it. If there's something that you like, you should also try and criticize it a bit. Because, yeah, it's good. It may even be great. That doesn't mean it can't be better. But also, you know, just don't just, announcement, okay, at 1900. Don't just go out and be rude and say these things for just to be like, oh yeah, no, it's criticism. I'm just criticizing you. And it's like, yeah, you're criticizing what I did and you're saying that what I did was bad, but you're not saying why it was bad. Well, it was bad. It's like, well, can't do anything with that. I can't try and fix the thing in my game or in my story that you said was bad if you don't tell me what made it bad. Yeah, don't be afraid to criticize things. But also keep in mind that if you're criticizing something, you should also say why you are criticizing it. Why you are criticizing that thing specifically.
Expected nothing less from you, smallest builder.
And tell those people it's like, yeah, no, it's bad because of this, this, and this. Don't just say it's bad.
Hey, discovered something new?
Yeah, I found these strange lenses in the ruins. Do you know what they are?
This is pretty neat. They're glasses with a colorful tint. These aren't regular lenses, though, that's for sure. Hey, director, come check this out.
What do we have here? Interesting. I'm going to take a look. You can come back tomorrow.
Alrighty. So yeah, if you're gonna to put a period on the end of this very long paragraph long sentence, criticize the things you love, criticize them, but make sure your criticism is constructive. Don't just say that something is bad or that someone did something wrong and they should do better. Tell them what it is that you think that they did wrong. Because otherwise it just seems like you're saying it just to be mean and hurt them. And some people will take that and be like, yeah, screw you, buddy. Other people will feel incredibly bad about it. But if you're like, hey, you did this wrong, here's the things... Oh, it's Sunday. Here's the things that you did wrong. So maybe try and figure out, here's the things that you did wrong. Try and see about fixing them. It's like, okay, now that makes more sense. Yeah, you're probably still going to hurt someone's feelings, but at least they'll understand, yeah, this person said something rude or mean and criticized my work, but they didn't just criticize it for the sake of being mean. They criticized my work because they saw how I could fix it. And with that information now, I can do better. Go and... There we go. Doing that way we'll get the necessary materials for our... to upgrade our... To upgrade our pickaxe and axe. Unfortunately, we can't do anything in there. Do we have any other jobs? Oh, right, the fishing rod. Right, let's mark that one. Also something that you should I haven't been doing, but you should probably be doing is gathering up all these plants that kind of spawn along here. Because right now it's just snake berries, but if we keep searching them, we'll eventually find the thing that I want to show you guys. And the reason why you should be searching them. Especially with the fishing thing coming up. Ah, there we go, caterpillars. Because you can't fish in this game without bait. Just won't let you. So, and I don't know of any place that you can really buy them. Additionally, whenever you see stuff like this, gather it up. You'll need the animal feces, and there's also a chance that you can get some seeds. So yeah, those are two things that you should always be doing. Checking to see if any of the animals, you know, left anything out on the grass, and if you can't, and if you do, search through it. Because the stuff you'll get will be useful. And make sure to search all of the like grass and stuff because the caterpillars are also useful because you can't catch anything without bait. And so far from what I've found, can't buy bait. I'm gonna put that in there. Oh, since we have it, let's make a talisman. We can equip that. It gives us an extra 5 defense, so that'll be useful later on. Let's chop down some more stuff and get ourselves some more wood, because we need it. We are almost out. And without the better pickaxes, we can't get any hardwood right now. So we can't break that hardwood down into more basic wood. Also, like I said, these little patches, they break pretty easily. You do get some wood from them, but the main thing that you use your axe on them for is the plant fiber. Oh no, wait, no, it is all just plant fiber. Gosh dang it. I saw the extra wood there, I was like, wait, was I wrong before? It's like, no, you were right, you were right. Wood is going to be a big thing for quite a while, because for quite a while, our smelters are going to be how we're going to be smelting everything. Well, not necessarily these smelters, but we will get some more advanced ones before too long. Actually, we have enough, so let's go and turn 5 of these in. Get the researching people researching on more stuff. I wonder if the reason that my graphics card is acting so funky and such a wait, what? Oh no, it's just the fish that he catches. Okay. Is because something came loose or something? I don't know. Hopefully not something as part of the graphics card. That is the case. Hey, wait, where's she? Gosh dang it. You ran off, so I figured she'd still be here. It is a little on the late side, I guess. I also need 400 before I can. Oh, there's. Will you, Petra? Ah, okay. Understandable. You're not at work no more. Hey, man. And no, you're not willing to buy that old rusty pipe off of me. What about you at Totally Tools? Yep. Oh, and look, we're at 106% now. Doesn't make a lot of difference for me, but it's like, oh, well, here, if you take something like this, it's like, oh, it's an extra 15 more. Funnily enough, because of that, it also means that if you pay close attention and the prices do take a big dive, you can, and you have the money, you can buy up a lot of those. Actually, no, I don't think you can. Yeah, because they don't buy them for that price as a base. We'll keep that in our inventory for now. We're gonna need a lot. We're still gonna need a lot of wood, so let's make sure to grab some. Oh, Fireside's coming up. Got just a minute to get there, literally for us. Alright, let's just wait around for a little bit, shall we? There we go. Almost done.
Good evening, everyone. We've been having lots of penbat sightings recently. I know they're cute, but still, don't go near them. They're dangerous. I've asked the Civil Corps to try something to scare them off, but I'm not holding up much hope. We all know what a penbat infestation's like. Sometimes I wish we had a tank. In other news, we've decided to proceed with the building of a bridge to Amber Island. A builder has already been picked for this project. Also, we are in preparations for the construction of the DD transportation system. I'll be securing the funding over the coming weeks and pick a builder soon. Any donations are welcome.
What? How come I didn't hear about the bridge? When was this?
Right when you stole my job.
Oh, now I finally get to fish there.
He's asking for money again.
I mean, yeah.
Finally, we have a new builder in town this week who lives in the old workshop outside the city gate. Let's all give a warm welcome.
All right, and that is literally it. If we had already completed that bridge before, he'd say that he's already collected the money and we'll be starting it soon, or something to that effect. Which is partly why we needed to get it, why we're holding off on it until we can get all of our materials and other things in order. Because it's like, oh, look at this thing. Oh, we need glass, we need wood, we need leather, which can only be made at the skiver. We need a lot of bronze, worn fur, and plant fiber to make the fiber cloth, small engines, rubber tires, and even more copper bars. So you need to have a pretty good amount of resources already. Of course, you can spend money and go up and request those resources. In fact, what time is it? We're getting a little on the other end of the stream, so let's head on up there and take a look at that first, shall we? From Dawa. Keeper of the Portia tree farm, the last storm we had blew down some of the fencing. We're closed until it's fixed, so I need you to help me fix it as soon as possible. We need 5 wood boards, thank you. From Town Hall, the annual Portia Fishing Day is happening this Friday and Saturday. If you're interested in participating, bring your patience and fishing rod and register for the event. Alright, and it's Monday again. Oh, let's see if we can make those fishing rods. Now that we have the wood. Do we need more? Do we need metal for that? I'm not quite sure. Copper bars, 2. Okay, that's not too bad. There we go. So yeah, you should be for anyone that does decide to buy this game, you should be holding off on... Oh, and look. Higgins literally stands out here and waits till like as soon as it's possible to actually go in at 8 before heading in. That way he's first there. Ooh, what do we got here? I don't have the stuff to make a dining table, and he took the one for the church. Copper blades I can do. Oh, and here is the gift exchange. For events like the fishing and whatnot, you get these special badges. And if you manage to get if you manage to get enough of these, but you don't manage to turn them in time, you can always come here and turn those badges or whatever they may be in for stuff. All right, let's go and talk to Merlin about those glasses that we got. Or lenses, I guess I should say. Ah, hi Petra.
Hi.
Research.
Did you discover something new?
Yeah, here.
That should be enough data disks. Still, if you want to expedite our research, you can submit more data disks. The more data, the faster we work.
Yeah, sorry.
The option on these disks are minimal. There should be useful info on them. We'll have something for you by tomorrow.
Right. And by tomorrow, she just means that tomorrow we'll get a thing in the mail.
I thought they were guidance lenses or focus lenses used in an ancient AI. But no, they're just eyeglasses. Only different.
Different how?
These glasses alter the spectrum of light passing through. I think they were used to fix color blindness in the past. I even put them in frames for you.
Color blindness.
It's not something we can easily make today, that's for sure. Well, they're useless to me, so you can have them back. If I remember correctly, Sun was colorblind. You can take the glasses to him.
Alright. Let's give the colorblindness fixing glasses to Sanwa. One of those 7 brothers, remember? Let's see. Yeah, he's over there in the tavern. Hey, Higgins. Hey, Sanwa.
What can I do for you, Builder?
I've heard you have color blindness, right?
You here to mock me? Is that it?
No, I found a pair of color blindness collecting glasses. I think your sight might improve if you wear them.
Yeah, right. I've tried everything already, mate. Just leave me be.
And, Portia needs a barber.
Look, I'll wear it just to get you out of my hair. Oh my. Did the world always look this beautiful? I don't know what to say. It's too much.
This is great.
How can I ever thank you? I can't believe it. I can do what I love without reservation again. Barbershop, here I come. And I'll tell you what, your next haircut is on me.
Alright, we got, wow, 500. And a lot of experience as well. And some stuff with him. So there's that. Let's go, no, put it on the X. That reduces it by half. So that's good. Yeah. Town's got the barber back, thanks to the lenses we found. Oh, right. Commission that we took. Copper blade. making these copper bars for? Oh, right. Fishing rods. And for the 2 copper blades, we need 2 each, so we'll do it in 2 and 2. Ooh, we don't have enough copper. Okay, before we... Oh, looks like we can turn in the fishing rod. One of the fishing rods right here. Hey, Kiwa.
This is one wicked-looking rod. Thanks a bunch, mate. Here, I have some extra bait. Maybe you'll enjoy fishing as much as me.
Cool. Alright, and we'll just store that. Let's go and get some more copper. Can't get those blades. We can't start making those blades without the bars, and we can't start making the bars without enough copper ore. Here we are. Oh, looks like this actually goes back this way. Alright, well that's just fine. Let's get us up to 100 copper ore before we end our little mining session here. There we go. That's enough. Now we can make the copper ingots and make the copper... and make the copper blades. And we can put it all away nice and quick. Alright, so we need 2 copper blades. Need 2 apiece. Those sets of 2, just like I said before and completely forgot about. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's refill this. Fill that. Also, how much... I wonder if we have enough to buy the toolboxes that... buy the upgrade kits that we need. Oh, little piggy. Sorry there, buddy. Wasn't paying attention to where I was going. Oh, awesome. Yeah, let's buy 2. That'll be enough to upgrade both of our tools. Oh, also, if you go in here and activate this. Yes, you. Wait, don't hang up. I'm one of the makers of this world. I was the one that made the grass grow. How are you enjoying your time in Portia? If you have questions or concerns, you can email us at da-da-da. We're always open to criticism and praise. Mostly just praise. Let me tell you a secret. Somewhere in abandoned ruins, there's a secret room. It's really awesome. Yeah, I already showed you guys that one. If I remember correctly, during the game's beta, that was set up to be an easier way for you to file a error report or something like that, I think. Alright, now both of these are done. Now we can cut down some of these still pretty big, but smaller, but not biggest trees. And like I said before, make sure you kick them till they're done giving up stuff. Because you won't get as much of the rubber fruit out of them as if you just cut them down. And as they take a couple of days to recover, to regrow, that's a pretty darn big deal. Also, the stumps are where the real good stuff is at. Those are the ones that are almost all hardwood. Okay, I didn't know that was an option. It's the first time I've ever seen that item drop from one of these trees. Let's just be a very low chance. I mean, I've gotten bird's nests from them before. Never a full beehive. So yeah, now we can chop down these bigger trees that, yeah, they take a while longer to regrow, but we get more out of them, and we even get a fair amount of hardwood, which is even better at turning into normal wood. Store it all. Oh yes, and it also gives us this resin as a base thing, which is also good. Yeah, let's stay up for a little bit longer and let those finish. And let's chop down some of these closer bushes. As you can see, for the smallest bushes, it now only takes a single swing. For anything larger, it still takes 2, but that's still pretty darn good. Oh, not there. What? Yeah, let's... Oh, no, not in there. Right there. There we go. There we go. Almost done. Not there, dingus. I can get those copper blades being made overnight. All right, guys, I think with that I'm gonna have to call it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. I've been really tired today for some reason, so I don't want. So I'm gonna end the stream a little earlier than I normally do instead of the full 3 hours. I know I started a little late. Once again, a little bit tireder today than I normally am. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. For what we saw. The thing I wanted to let you guys all know is that this coming Thursday, normally I'd be streaming because I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 to 9 normally. PST, I believe. I believe is what it is. I'm not exactly sure of the time zone. If you ever want to keep up, feel free to check me out on Twitter, at Game Master. I post there every single time that I am going, when I'm going live. I usually try and give a couple minutes heads up just in case, so people can kind of filter in from there if they want. Anyway, I'm having family coming down on Thursday and visiting me, so it's going to be too rowdy here at my place to be able to do a stream and not have it sound horrible. So I won't be able to stream then. Anyway,